Starting with our setup in multi-sim, our collector resistor, R1, is a 1.5 k ohm resistor. Our emitter resistor, R2, is a 470 ohm resistor. Our base resistor, R3, and R4 is 100 k ohm for our higher on the voltage resistor and 47 k ohm on our lower voltage resistor, which our biasing voltage would be pulled from. When we run our DC operating point analysis, we get a bias voltage of 1.29759 volts. For our base voltage, we get 3.01921 volts for our collector voltage.
How many cycles have you got for it?
We get 625 millivolts or 0.625 volts for our emitter voltage. For our VBE or voltage on our base to emitter, we have a 672 millivolt drop. For our collector to base, we have 1.72162 volt drop, and from our collector to emitter, we have 2.39414 volt drop. For our currents, our base current is 9.41594 microamps. Our collector current is 1.32053 milliamps. And our emitter current is a negative 1.32994 milliamps. And our Bravo would be 140.24378. Going into our waveform, our power supply or voltage supply will be a positive supply of 5 volts. To turn on, we just hit master enable. Morning class. Now for our setup, our VCC of 5 volts DC is being applied to this branch right here, as our ground is being applied to this branch right here. Our circuit setup, our collector is right here on our transistor, our emitter is right here, and our base is back here. I have it separated by the break off in the breadboard. I just think it looks nicer. On the collector to emitter, or the resistor for the collector is a 1.5 k ohm resistor. The emitter resistor is a 470 ohm resistor. The RB1 is a 100 k ohm resistor. And then RB2 is a 47 k ohm resistor. When I originally did this, I accidentally did it with a 470 k ohm resistor, and my values were all off, and I didn't know why. Well, use the wrong resistor, you get the wrong answer. And then our ground feeds back. Right here is our 2N3904 transistor. I have the base on this side of the divide and the collector and emitter on these two sides. As you can see, our forward biasing voltage of 0.679 volts is well within the 0.7 volts. When we move to our collector to emitter voltage drop, we get 2.028 volts on our when our calculated values from our multi-sim, we got 2.39414 volts. When we go from base to collector, we have 1.336 volts our base to collector, base to collector voltage we have in multisim was 1.72162. We can calculate the voltage on the base is 1.386. The voltage on the collector is 2.738. The voltage on the emitter is 0.708.